What's going on, you guys? So today I want to talk to you guys about the KRK Rokits and something that I hear or see, I guess, on forums quite often, and that's the fact that the KRK Rokits have too much bass. A lot of people believe that the KRK Rokits have a bit too much bass response for mixing, especially when compared to other monitors in the same price range, a la Yamaha, JBL, etc. So yeah, if you're not familiar with KRK, they released their first Generation 1 monitors back in 2003, and now they are at Generation 4. That's what you're actually looking at right now. These are the KRK Rokit 8 G4s with 8-inch woofers. So back when they released Generation 1, there was definitely problems with the bass response, and I think it almost lasted up until about the third generation. Essentially, the issue was that the speakers had a boost in the low end, which made them sound really, really nice, especially when you were listening to them at home. But if you were someone like me who was mixing or producing on them, you might have often found that when you took your mixes outside of your mixing environment, whether in the car or on another consumer stereo system, you probably found that your mix was lacking bass. This is because your old KRK Rokits were giving you a bad representation of your mixes. KRK, I think, heard the masses, and they decided to do something about it. And now these KRK Generation 4s are so much better, especially when it comes to their low frequency response. For starters, they now have front-firing ports. Essentially what that means is in the back there used to be a back port for the bass response, and that essentially would let out all the energy out of the back of the monitors. The issue with that is that a lot of people are working in smaller studios, smaller home environments, and essentially the bass frequencies would ride out of the back and then up against a wall or a window and basically create a big muddy mess in the background, which is just not good for mixing, especially considering the fact that most people are mixing in untreated rooms. So that was one thing that they were able to fix, which is really good and has helped a lot, is having these front-firing ports. Secondly, they also added this Kevlar material right here. I can't remember what it used to be, but this new Kevlar material is great because it's just really, really solid. It's really lightweight. It's really tightly wound, and really punchy. So your bass and low end feels nice and punchy overall. There's not that nasty, muddy boost that there used to be with the older generation KRK Rokits. So yes, it is important if you're mixing to have a really accurate representation of your mix across all the frequencies. And that way, you can hear everything how it should be heard. And then when you bring it to a consumer system, which likely has hyped bass and treble response anyway, it'll press it in for you and kind of hype those frequencies up that are needed. But yeah. The KRKs, I don't think they have too much bass anymore. I think they're perfect. They've really kind of evened them out, and I would highly recommend them as low to mid-range monitors. All right, guys, that's it. If you have any insights into why or why not you think the KRKs have too much bass, or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. All right, take it easy.